This is an example of a basic redox reaction. Basic in the sense that it's simple, and it will be an elementary type one in which we have to take chromium and react it with hydrogen ion to make chromium 3 plus and H2. So the first thing you want to do is you want to break it up into the half reactions, and one half reaction will be chromium going to chromium 3 plus, and the other one will be hydrogen ion going into hydrogen, molecular hydrogen. And so if we take a look at the first reaction we have here, we have chromium going with chromium 3 plus. The first thing we need to do is make sure that our chromiums are balanced, and we have one chromium and one chromium. The next thing we want to do is we want to balance the charge, and the charge of the chromium is 0, it's its elemental state, and in our product is 3 plus. And so in this situation 3 electrons were lost, and so we indicate that by having 3 electrons as products. This half reaction, since it's a loss of electrons, is oxidation. The other half reaction, with hydrogen turning into molecular hydrogen, first thing we need to do is balance the hydrogens by putting 2 in front of the H plus, and that now gives us 2 hydrogens on each side. The next thing we want to do is balance charge. On the right side we have 0 charge, on the left side we have 2 plus, and so we need to balance this out so it's the same on both, which is going in this case be 0. So we need to add 2 electrons onto the reactant side. Since we're adding 2 electrons, this is going to be a reduction. Now what we need to do is we need to combine these 2 reactions, and so to do that we need to ensure that we have the number of electrons canceling out and equaling to 0, as we cannot have a net change in them. And we notice that we have 2 on this side and 3 over here, so finding the common multiple of 6 electrons, we need to figure out what we need to do to multiply each half reaction by whatever number we need to, so that we can get 6 as a common multiple. Well, that's going to have us multiply the top one by 2. So taking that original half reaction, multiplying that by 2, and then the bottom one is going to be multiplied by 3. And when we do that, we end up with 2 chromiums turning into 2 chromium 3 plus ions, 6 electrons. We then have, for the second one, we have 6 electrons plus 6 hydrogen ions turning into 3 hydrogen molecules. And when we add these 2 reactions together, we notice that we have 2 chromiums, 6 electrons, 6 hydrogen ions, 2 Cr3 plus, 6 electrons, and 3 hydrogen molecules. Now notice that the electrons you have on both sides can cancel, leaving us with 2 chromium plus 6 hydrogen ion, yielding 2 Cr3 plus and 3 molecular hydrogen. Notice that we have 2 chromiums, 6 H's, and 6 H's here. And this is our balanced redox reaction.